Hey there, folks, and welcome back to the Gamer's Grotto. Tonight we're going to be playing Lushfoil Photography Simulator. This is a indie game made in Unreal Engine 5 and has you exploring different parts of the world, taking photos of various things. Again, this game is made by an indie developer out of Australia who is a professional photographer himself and decided to make this simulator game. Now all of the visuals are done in Unreal Engine 5, and he tried to make the environments as photorealistic as possible. And honestly, it's a quite relaxing game. You have a lot of photography equipment. You're able to use drones. You're even able to go around in kayaks and get the best shots and stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool game. Our first location here is Australia. I believe the location, yes, Meal Up, West Australia, Castle Rock Beach. So we're going to be checking this place out as well as several other places and getting some good photos. So let's hop into this right now. Let's play Lushfoil Photography Simulator on the PS5. Look at that lake. That is beautiful. Those fish are like really high up out of the water there. I think that might have been a clipping through the environment maybe. I'm not sure. Certainly looked like it. Anyway, I apologize for streaming so late. Normally I would have had a stream out to you guys a lot sooner than this, but I ended up getting a really bad flu and my voice was not where it needed to be to stream. So anyway, tomorrow we will be going into Ready or Not on the PS5. We'll be streaming a little bit of that. We'll be streaming the single-player campaign of that, and that'll be tomorrow around the same time. Oh! Hello, kangaroo. Please don't eat me. So let's explore the environment here. Now, of course, you can't die in this game. This is a photography simulator, not a survival simulator. Now, the GPS is used to try and locate... there's hidden objects all throughout every area. And if you unlock them all, you unlock special little surprises and things like that. So you use your GPS to find those things. And then to pull out our camera, we just hit the X button. We have all of our settings and everything right down here. Yeah. We're not going to use it right this second, but... and then here's my run, which would have been useful earlier instead of waddling through the environment. But yeah, all in all, a very relaxing game. Now, I followed this gentleman when he originally made these Unreal Engine 5 levels individually as just environments that you could explore and you could download them for free from Steam. And that was a few years ago. And I didn't know that he was working on a full-length photography simulator game. I just thought that these were cool little environments to explore that he had made in Unreal Engine 5. I never thought it was going to go any further than that. I certainly didn't think it was going to go into a photography simulator game. But I was wrong, because that's what we got now. And a lot of those environments... that were free download to just kind of like go in and explore. There wasn't really much to it. You were just kind of exploring, and that's about it. They became the environments in this game. More specifically the Tokyo environments and the Japanese environments in this game became part of this game when they were originally just exploring locations with nothing to do but walk around, which is kind of what I'm doing right now, isn't it? I think I got all the photos done in this location, so we're going to go to another location in a sec. I figured I'd just give it a little bit of time, and we'll explore the area first. You guys can get a feel for the visuals of this stunning masterpiece. Now at any time I can go to the lake and I can hop onto a little kayak and kind of just go out into the lake and take photos from the lake. I wonder if I can sit in this chair. No, I don't think I can. I can take a photo of it. That's helpful. That would be a weird photo to take of the chair. Yeah, I'm in this beautiful location, but, you know, I'm going to just take a photo of this lawn chair. That seems more up my alley. Alright, let's pull out the... What do we got here? We got drone, flashlight we don't need. Let's pull out the... I don't even know what this thing is. This is not a kayak. This is a board of some kind. Floaty board. That's what we're going to call it. The floaty board. Now, is that the city over there in the distance? No, I wanted to zoom in. I didn't. Okay, there we go. It's hard to tell whether that's like... I think that is. Yeah, I think that's city skyscrapers and things. It's hard to tell from that distance. So we can't go out very far in this, but we can... Yeah, let's impale it on a rock. That's always a good idea. Now, we can't go out very far in this. We can only go... you know, a certain amount away from the beach before we'll hit an invisible barrier, which makes sense. I mean, he's not making a... This is not GTA. He's not making a massive open world here, but I mean, it's fairly big for what we have to work with. Get some good water shots. Maybe we can find a fish and take a photo of it. So far, I'm not seeing any fish down here. Just a bunch of rocks. Disappointing! Alright, anyway. I'm sure we'll find some kind of aquatic mammal at some point here. Maybe just not in this location. Alright. Am I crouched? It feels like I'm crouched. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just a short person. Alright, so... Whoops. Let's see what else we can find in this location. As I said, the visuals are really nice. Again, Unreal Engine 5 environments, very pretty. Now, this game is not terribly expensive, so for those of you interested in this kind of stuff, this photography simulator, it's going to be about $10 to $15, so not terribly expensive. It's available on Steam, on the PS5. I think it's on the Xbox Series XS. Not sure about the Switch, but definitely on all those other consoles and platforms. So now normally when you're playing this game, now this, as I said, this location I've already got all the photos unlocked. Normally, and we'll look into that in the other locations, but normally when you visit a location, all the photos you need to take will be displayed here. So they'll give you like little hints on this board of all the photos you need to take, and give you little hints on where to find those photos. And so they'll appear on this board. Now, as you can see, this board is empty because I've already gotten all the photos in this location done. So this location is 100% completed. The only reason we decided to start out at this location was to give you guys a chance to take a look at the visuals and the overall environment. Oh, this is nice. I think, again, there's going to be an invisible barrier coming up here in a second. Yeah, getting dark. Yeah. So that's where that area ends. I don't think they really want us to take photos up by the road anyway. Like, for the most part, they're wanting you to stick to the beach area. Castle Rock Road. Meal Up Beach Road. I'm surprised that, okay, so there's a lot of, there's a lot more to explore up this way. Interesting. That's a nice lookout. Not really much to see down below. There's the beach we were just at right there. Okay. Okay, alright, so that's the end of the map there. Gotcha. Alright, so it seems like this is our way back. Where does this go? I'm assuming this is just taking us back to that main beach. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so now the other thing to note at this location is there's 3 different settings here. So if you want to take photos of this location, maybe at wrong button, at God mode? What does that mean? God mode in a photography simulator? I'm confused. I don't quite understand that, but okay. Now, if you want to visit the same location at different periods of the day, you can do that as well. So let's bring up the same location during sunset. You see we got a really nice sunset going on here. Now that sun will actually set completely, and then it's going to get pitch dark pretty quickly. What is that light? What is that? Hang on. What's going on here? Is that a portal? What did I just look at? That is a portal. I am concerned. What is going on? What? What is... I thought this was a photography simulator. Why is this turning into like a horror game? Oh, wait a minute. Is this like fast travel to a different location? I think that's what this is. Where am I right now? What? Okay, that's exactly what that did. Alright. I don't much appreciate that. That's not what I wanted. So let's go back to what I was trying to show you before I saw that stupid portal. that was annoying. Not gonna lie. That was. I mean, I guess it would be good for people wanting to just bounce around to various locations. I mean, that's kind of cool, I suppose. But when you're trying to stream the game, less so. But yeah, you can just kind of like sit around, watch the sunset, or take some pretty good shots of the sunset. Now the other thing to note, as I said, the sun will actually set. So this is not just a sunset that's forever setting. It'll actually slowly go down until we're in pitch darkness. Let's get our flashlight out and at the ready for when that actually happens. That's interesting. You can that sand is very very wavy. You don't notice it as much when you're just kind of wandering around the environment during the daytime setting. But at night, it's like, oh, that's kind of an odd texture. An odd texture choice for sand, for sure. Curious if we can take out our boat again. Okay. Let's try to get out as far as we can towards the sunset, and we'll take a picture from there. I think this thing is slowly... Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to go too much further. Oh, I think... Is that our dead end? Yeah, it's making us go sideways. Alright. That's fair enough. We got a good shot from there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Alright. Now, as you can see... Oh, dolphins? Oh, shit. I did not know there was dolphins in this location. That's gonna be really hard to photograph. Especially when you don't know where they're gonna pop out. It's a nice shot, though. Oh. Damn it, I just saw the dolphin too. Why won't you come out and play with me? Come out for a photo. He is a shy dolphin. Well, I'm not going to stick around and wait for him to come out. So let's head back to shore. But as you can see, that sunset it's pretty much non-existent at this point. It's definitely a lot further down than it was when we first spawned into this area. Alrighty. Well, let's do a quick walk over to the other side of the beach. Camera flash practice session. So these are little tutorials in the photography simulator, which you can do if you're wanting to figure out the different things that your different cameras are able to do. I don't really do them because I mean when I originally played the game, I had already done all them anyway. Oh yeah, the sun's really going down now. Almost gone. All right. Anyway, so let's. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna go back to locations, Castle Rock Beach again. We're gonna go to the. I believe this one is during the Australian wildfires that happened. So this is kind of a more, I wouldn't say nerve-wracking thing, but it's certainly interesting that you would be at this location during these fires and just taking photos of the fires. Kind of cool, I suppose, but at the same time, a little bit disturbing. That was a dolphin in the lake again. Interesting. "2020 Australian bushfire crisis, September 29 to March 2020. Oh, it spawned us back during the daytime again. Alright, well, I mean, as I said before, we've already done all the photos in this location. So let's pull up Fushimi Inari Taisha in Kyoto, Japan, which is the shrines. And the Torii Gates. Alright, so let's check this location out. This is, honestly, in my opinion, one of my favorite locations in the game. This is ridiculously beautiful in Unreal Engine 5. It's pretty realistic. And enjoyable to explore these locations. Because you're not under any time limit to take the photos. You can take your time, explore the environment. So it's very relaxing. It's just kind of a game to go at your own pace and just explore the world and explore what it has to offer and just take those photos at your own pace. But at the same time, you do have a lot of photos that you have to take photos of, and you can find them on the photo board, which we'll head over there now to that location and check out the photo board and see what they want us to take pictures of. Is this the lookout up here? Oh no, this is the swamp. nice view of the city, even though that's clearly a JPEG image of a city superimposed into the environment. It's still nice regardless. It's a good quality photo. Oh, hello, little cat. I think we're going the right way for the photo board. I'm pretty sure we are. The thing is, these environments, despite being not too... Okay. Was that a cat? I think that was. These environments, despite being not too open world, are still pretty large. And it can be quite easy to get lost in these locations. Because keep in mind, we can go off the beaten path. We're not strictly within reason. I mean, we're not going to walk through a bush, but within reason. But we can detour from the main path and kind of go our own route as we're exploring the environment and taking the photos. Now, I want to go to the giant... There's like a giant temple. And at that location is where we'll find our photography board to take the photos. Did I just go in a circle? Oh, man. Alright, let's head back down here. That was obviously not the right way. Is this leading us towards where I want to go? Maybe? Oh, I think, yes, that is our photo board right there. And it's empty. Okay, did I already take all the photos of this location too? 9 of 12. So no, I didn't. So why is it saying I did? There must be another photo board here. Now there's the giant temple in this little abandoned town. I'm assuming that this is like a museum of an old town. What gadgets do we have in this location? Paper airplane. Digital. That's our standard camera. We've also got a film camera. DLSR. Hold on. It doesn't feel like it's changing that around. What's going on here? Yeah, I'm trying to swap the cameras. There we go. Yeah, that's a really old video camera. The quality of that is horrible. I just want to point that out. Also, our zoom is like way the hell up. There we go. That looks a bit better. This is like I'm back in 1998 again. Alright. Now I'm not seeing any more photo boards here though, so that's interesting that there's... I heard you, cat, but I don't see you. Where are you? Where are you hiding? I don't think we can enter these. Well, no. We don't need to take a photo with our terrible camera. And I don't understand the paper airplane. I mean, it's kind of cool, I suppose. But it makes absolutely no sense to just fling a paper airplane unless we're trying to take photos of it. Which, I mean, I suppose that makes sense. But just hurling around thousands of paper airplanes in the environment. Oh, they don't even go away either. They just stay there. That's interesting. I figured they would have phased out or something. So you mean I can just litter the entire environment with paper airplanes? That's crazy. What's the point in that? Also, how much paper do you have, sir? I just want to point out that that's a hell of a lot of paper. Oh no, they are phasing out. Okay. Slowly. Very slowly. This was my schoolwork, by the way. This was my homework assignment. I decided to turn it into paper airplanes. Are they still there? Or did they... Oh, they're all gone. Okay, so as soon as you leave the area, they phase out. That's smart. Alright. Otherwise, it would just be bogging down the cache. The bamboo forest. It's a lot of bamboo. That was a complete circle. Okay, so I guess we're going the other way. For some reason, I thought this was leading us somewhere else, but apparently not. So let's go this way. And again, no, that looks like another photography board, but again, there's nothing on it. So I'm a tad bit confused here where our photography board is for this location, if none of the photos are appearing on them. I saw you, cats. Can't hide from me. Long exposure practice session. Well, we're good on that. Okay, and this is taking us in a loop again. So this just leads us right back to the original photo board. Whoops. No, where's my, let's take a look at my photos for a sec. for this location. That's going into other locations. All right. I don't even have that unlocked yet. I need to take one more photo. But the problem is, for whatever reason, the photo board is not telling us hints of what... Oh, God, I don't want to use that. There we go. The photo board is not telling us hints of what photos we need to take. And I don't think simply taking a photo of the board is really going to... Yeah, no, it's just putting it as a... So I'm a tad bit confused as to what photos we're missing when we're not even able to access the photo board to see them. That is a bit weird to me. I've never had that happen before. Unless we're just supposed to take 4 random photos. I just remembered, yeah, I don't have my GPS at this location, so... What do I have unlocked exactly? Just the paper airplane and the old camera. Interesting. Alright, so, let's try going up here, see where this leads us, but I think we've already been here as well. Yeah, that's where the... Can we cut across to the other Torii gates? I think we should be able to. Yes. I think we're gonna head off to another location and make sure that at the other locations our hint board contains the photos we need to take, because honestly, this location, I'm a tad bit confused as to the photos they want me to take if I'm not even seeing the photos they want me to take on the board. Okay, so that's where we just were. That's where the giant temple that we saw further down the mountain. I think. I'm pretty sure that's what that's supposed to be marking. Again, despite the fact that there's not really any action in this game, and it's mainly just a photography simulator that allows you to take various photos of different things in the environment, which unlock more abilities and whatnot. Despite that, it is actually not bad. It's very relaxing. Not for everyone, obviously. There's going to be quite a few people who are going to find this boring as hell. And not exactly a lot of fun, which I can understand, trust me. But at the same time, Sometimes it's just nice to have a little something to relax to without having to worry about going here, doing this, surviving this while under a time constraint. This is just kind of mess around at your own pace. But don't forget to take photos along the way. Anyway, we're going to go to a new location here. Let's check out... So our various locations are Lago di Bray, South Tyrol, Italy, Castle Rock Beach in Meelup, West Australia. What is that at the bottom? The landscape in this environment is based on the traditional lands of the Wadandi people in Meelup, Western Australia. The Wadandi people are acknowledged as the traditional custodians of the land, recognizing their strength, resilience, and capacity. Well, that's nice. Fushimi Inari Taisha in Kyoto, Japan. Mird Sandur in southern Iceland. Le Prairion in Chamonix, France. Mardi Himal Trail in Luang Galel, Nepal. And Yamadera in Yamagata, Japan. Now, our other locations that we haven't unlocked yet, because we need to find more photos in order to do that, are East Maddock Park, Madden Park in northern England, and Changshan Island in Zhoushan, China. Let's check out Le Prairion, Chamonix, France. So we'll give that a second to load up. That was taking its sweet time. Now when it first loads into the scene, you notice that there's a lot of frame rate dip going on there. And until it properly smooths itself out and loads itself up properly, you're going to get frame rate drops, substantial frame rate drops. And I think that's only because the game is just loading up the environment. The environments are huge, as I said before. So it does make sense that there's going to be a little bit of a frame rate dip when the environment is just loading up. Now the problem is that that frame rate dip, as I said, is substantial. Like, I mean, if you try to walk around the environment while it's loading up, you're going to be going at like maybe 20 frames per second, if not less. And so you kind of like want to wait until that loads up properly in order to get your full 60 frames per second frame rate. Oh, we got one photo left here. That looks like a well in the forest. Well, that's not going to be hard to find in an area surrounded by, you know, a forest. What if you settle for a picture of a cow instead? Can we do that? I'll trade you this cow for that photo of a well. No? No, I tried. Alright. Let's go find that well, I suppose. Though I can't imagine where it would be. Looks like my GPS is leading me somewhere here. Let's try following that. Is this leading me to where the photo is? That would be nice. It's not leading me back here, is it? No. Alright, good. That would be a pain in the ass if I'm following this thing and it's actually just leading me back to the photo board. Can we get through here? Oh, really? Ah, there we go. Oh, bit of a frame rate dip there. Not too bad, though. Kind of just... I feel like that was just loading up more of the visuals again. Yeah, you're pointing us there, but I don't know how we're going to get down there unless... Oh, we may be able to get down through here. Oh. We're definitely getting close to something here. Is that an invisible wall? Well, that's a problem. Especially considering this thing is going off like crazy. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Where is this thing? Nope. It seems to be leading us in this direction, but there's really nowhere to go here. Do we have a flashlight on us? We've got a bike and a kite. Well, that's not really that helpful. I mean, I suppose the kite will be fun to, like, go out into the valley and fly a kite, but I don't understand what that has to do with photography. Aside from, of course, taking a picture of the kite. Even going further down here... oh. And I don't think... Yeah, because of all these bushes in the way, I can't get over to that side. Interesting. So... this GPS is kind of kind of confusing me here. We're obviously near where it wants us to be. Can we... No, we're running into an invisible wall there, too. Interesting.
Isn't it to take a pic from the bench across the valley?
Oh, is that what you think it is? Well, we could try that. You might be right, actually.
Hey, thanks for inviting me.
Inviting you? Why? Okay, Sue. Why would I... That is so out of focus. Hold up. Let's pull up our shit here. Why was that so out of focus? Shit. Where's our focusing button again?
I think your camera is broken.
No, just the photographer. Here we go. Nope. That's my basic walk. Alright, that's more in focus. Yeah, I don't think so, because if you take a proper photo that they want you to take, it does a little dinging sound, and it definitely didn't do that. So... Well, that kite is useful, yes. That's what we want to do, is just fly a kite around here. No. Go away. What? How do you put... Is that it? There's no more kites attached to me? Alright, let's figure out this for the moment. No, they're still attached to me. Son of a bitch. How do I cut them free? Do we just hold down the kite button? Nope, it just spawned a third kite. More infuriating than verb-noun games. It's actually not that bad of a game once you get used to the controls. The problem is that I'm not used to all the controls because I haven't played this in a hot minute. So are we just going to bike around with a with kites attached to my... Nope, we're not. We're not even going to do that because I'm hitting an invisible barrier. All in all, no, this is a very indie game. It's made by a single dev using Unreal Engine 5. How do I get off this stupid bike? Alright, there we go. I think those kites are gone too. Yeah, they're gone. So that's all I needed to do was swap over to the bike, I guess. Yeah, so down there is bushes, so I can't really get across that area. I don't understand where this bloody thing wants me to go. Normally when the GPS is beeping like that in this game, that means that there's something there that you need to pick up. Or take a photo of. More than often it's something to pick up. Let's go on the opposite side of this. Now, the initial plan, I was going to stream more of Riven today, or a second part of Mind's Eye. I was like, you know, I don't really want something too heavy for tonight's stream, given that tomorrow I'm going to be streaming Ready or Not. Just something a little bit relaxing. And I thought, well, I haven't really streamed this photography simulator game, and I've kind of enjoyed it for what it is. I mean, it's a game made by a singular dev out of Australia. It's got beautiful visuals and multiple locations to explore. And I thought, well, might as well. I still don't understand what this thing is beeping at, though. Would be nice if we figured that out. Alright, let's try... It's all blocked off as well. Fuck, man. I don't have a flashlight on me, so that doesn't help either. The only other thing I can think is that it's something like on the ground around here that I've just kind of walked over a couple of times and didn't notice. Alright, well, I'm not going to spend all day trying to find something that I can't find. So let's explore the rest of the environment and go back on our initial quest, which is to find the well. So... that well right there in the top photo. I can't zoom in on that photo. I can only zoom in on the ones I've taken, and that's not a photo that I've taken. Alright. We should delete that. That's a terrible shot. No. The thing is that well location is so vague because it's like, well, it's in trees. Okay. Given that the entire environment is 99% trees, that doesn't help. And the well looks like it's kind of off the beaten path. My original thought was that the GPS was leading us to the well's location, but I am not thinking that's the case. I'm almost thinking that the GPS is leading us to an unlockable. Like a, because there's a lot of unlockables hidden throughout the game. Usually they're like artifacts based on the specific location that you're in. So as an example, in Japan, we'll find like Japanese statues that we unlock through the environment. Now for France, I don't know what it is. A baguette? I don't know. Oh. This kind of looks like where the well would be. Let's try going further down here. Hello? Is there a well around here? That would be very nice. What is that? Is that the well? Oh no, that's just flowers. Damn it. I was getting all excited for a second. Yeah, I don't think... we're going to find the well here, so let's, I guess, continue down this path and maybe see if it's further down here. Okay, so that's where that map ends, okay. Or the location ends. Alright, so... Now this is very foresty in here, but I don't think this is the location. Yeah, this is... Now, as I said when I first started this this stream, initially these locations were released individually as free downloads on Steam, where you could just explore Unreal Engine 5 environments that the creator made, and they were not any. They were that's all it was. There was really nothing else to it except, hey, look at what I did in Unreal Engine 5. These giant environments that are kind of photorealistic that you can explore, and that's where it ended. And I mean, they were fun. I downloaded them back a couple of years ago, and they were cool. I didn't think that a couple of years later, he would make it into a photography simulator game, but he did, and I gotta say, I appreciate this a lot more as a photography simulator game with actual tasks than what it originally was, which was just wandering around a big environment and looking at it. I mean, granted, we're still kind of doing the same thing, but we have more tasks, and there's hidden objects and things like that. It's a little bit different than what it originally was when it originally came out on Steam.
It was a task simulator game with actual photography.
No. It was originally... I get that you're trying to be a smartass, but... No, originally it was nothing. It was just exploring the environment and nothing else. Oh. That's more of the map. So once you get all of the photos...
I'm succeeding in being a smartass.
You are. Once you get all of the photos done, so in this case, the well photo that we need to take, once we find that well, take that photo, we get awarded a key, and we use that key to open that padlock, which extends the map a little bit further, and then gives us more tasks in that new location. Now again, I apologize for not streaming much. I was not doing well at all the last couple of days. I'm still not at 100%, but I'm certainly a lot better than I was a couple of days ago when I was just really freaking sick, man. My voice sounded like...
Who are you again?
Who am I again? I'm Stu's Game Reviews. How are you doing, Gamers Grotto? Pleasure to have you here. Or rather, here. Hi there, guys. This is Stu's Game Reviews.
Say one more thing and then disappear to play PS5.
You're gonna say one more thing and disappear to play PS5? You realize that I don't actually leave your streams, right? Just because I'm not talking all the time in the live chat doesn't mean I'm not watching them. I don't actually leave your streams. I have them up the entire time. You would know that if you looked at your viewership, your viewer base. Trust me, I'm having more fun enjoying you stream than watching Olav stream. That's for sure.
We need you to talk. You always have interesting things to say.
Yeah, but sometimes I don't... What is my bot...
Just because I am chatting doesn't mean I am watching.
You be quiet! No, I'm always there. It's just a lot of the time I have nothing to say. I'll say a couple of smart-ass comments, and then I don't know what else to say after that. I leave it up to Rainbow Dash fucking guy Chase to say the wonderfully intelligent things he has to say. I love the other day, Stu, where he said, "What do I do?" And it's like a picture of a main menu, and you're like, press start? I thought that was so funny. I was like, oh god, that sounds like something I'd say. He was channeling his inner gamer's grotto. Press start. That was great. Oh man. He kind of irritates me, I'm not gonna lie. I don't have much patience for him on my channel. I don't mind that he joins and watches, and he does here and there, but he kind of, when he joins live streams, he joins and then starts yammering on about Cyberpunk, and I'm like, what does that have to do with what I'm playing? Like, I get it, you like Cyberpunk. I don't need to hear about it 24/7. Like, that's crazy. Like, I bet you any money tomorrow when I'm streaming Ready or Not, he's gonna come into my stream and be like, so about Cyberpunk. I'll be like, no, there is no about Cyberpunk. I'm streaming a SWAT game. It has nothing to do with Cyberpunk. And I mean, I know he means well, because I have had talks with him before, and I've said, you know, you gotta lay back on the fangasming over certain games all the time. And he does understand. He's just a little bit slow at retaining that information, I find. So when he gets given advice, it takes him a little bit longer than most individuals to retain the advice he's given and follow through on it. That's what I've found. So he's a bit like Stu's Game Reviews, I guess, in that sense. Okay, that's blackening out, so that means I can't go there.
In all seriousness, what is this game? I know I missed the explanation.
It's called Lushfoil Attack? What? Lushfoil Photography Simulator. It's made by a guy out of Australia, a singular guy. He made all these massive open world environments all over the world. You have specific tasks to do, photos to take as a photographer, professional photographer. And as you take all the photos, you unlock more of the world, more of the environment, and a whole bunch of little special things you can do. So it's very laid back, very peaceful. It's a good game to play if you just want some some brainless, relaxing gameplay, if you will. Not something to overly stress out about. There's no time limits. There's no... So in each location, there's a photo board where you have to... They give you like a photo of what you have to take a photo of. So I took a photo of the photo on the photo board so that I wouldn't have to go constantly back to the photo board. This in the top left photo is the location I'm looking for in this area. It looks like it's in the middle of the woods, and it's a well. Just in the middle of the woods. And this is what I'm looking for. And let me tell you, looking for a well in the middle of the woods when I'm surrounded by woods is not an easy task in and of itself.
Where are the guns, though?
Where are the guns? What is that lawn chair just in the middle of nowhere? That's kind of suspicious. Is this marking the location of the well? I don't think it is. I can't even get up there. Nope, that's just a valley. Alright. Where are the guns? There are no guns in the game. Not to my knowledge. That'd be a bit weird if there were. Well, I could take a photo with this camera, or I could take a photo with my gun. I don't think we've been over here. Maybe our stupid ass... On your arms, okay. This is all blocked off too. There must be a way. Oh, there's trails and shit here. There's gotta be a way past this stupid ass fence. Oh yeah, there it is. Alright, I wish you had like a jump button. That would be nice to have a jump button in the game. So if I can't find this well with a little bit more exploring around, I think I'm going to go to another location in the game. We'll just explore that one and try to get the photos in that location. This kind of seems promising, all the woods around here. I'm wondering if maybe the well's over in this location somewhere. Oh. The damn portal! Okay, yeah, I forgot to mention, there's like portals in the game that lead you to different areas. It's really weird. I don't understand why you would put weird-ass portals in the middle of a photography simulator. But it gives the game a certain... Aliens. It's always aliens. I'm telling you, it's always the aliens. Adding portals everywhere. Why not? Why do I feel like we are close to this stupid-ass well? Hello, Mr. Well. If you're around, let me know, please, so that I can take your photo and be done with this fucking location. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, we're back at that stupid-ass building. Alright. Well, that's kind of annoying. We kind of went in almost in a circle. Is that... That's a house on the top of the hill. I wonder if that's the house that we start out at. Probably not. Oh, no, no, it's definitely not, considering that the house is there. Alright. Never mind. Okay. I should be able to... Yeah, let's jump to the photo board through the photo. See, that's very vague. It's like, yeah, there's a photo of a well. It's in the middle of the woods. You know, the woods that you're surrounded by on all directions. In all directions, I should say. Like, I huh.
That's the well the girl from the ring crawls out of. It's spooky.
Is it? It certainly looks like it, yeah. Sadako is who you're thinking of. Sadako from The Ring. Or as I like to call it, Ringu, because I prefer the Japanese version of that movie.
#1 fan.
You're the Gamers Grotto's #1 fan? Yeah? Are you going to name your worms after me? Like somebody else we know?
YouTube told me so.
YouTube told me so.
Yes, the worms in my feces.
That's fucking gross, dude. See a doctor. Oh wait, you live in America. Never mind. You can't afford to see a doctor. Whereas in Canada, me and Always Asleep, because he's a fellow Canadian, we have free healthcare. How does that make you feel, Stu? We don't have to pay out the ass to see a doctor. You, on the other hand, have to pay a couple of $1,000.
Worms are #2 also.
I did not need to know that, but fair enough.
I pay so much for healthcare you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, probably.
No joke.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't expecting that to be a joke. And you're going to be paying even more now that Trump's being the way he is. I mean, didn't he cut Medicaid? Or Medicare or whatever the hell it is? He just signed the bill cutting it out completely the other day. Wait a minute. What is that? Is that a drone? Oh, hell yeah!
Medicaid, yeah.
Alright, let's get this fucker in the air. That's not the air. This'll help us find that stupid fucking well. How high up can we take this bad boy? Yeah, man!
He didn't cut it out. He's saying people need to work, but the problem is some people are disabled and can't work, so I don't know how that's.
It's because he's an ingrate. He's telling people they need to work when he barely works himself. Like, that's ironic, isn't it? Oh, I'm so glad I found a drone, bro. You have no idea. Let's go! This is gonna make it a lot easier to find this fucking well.
His dad only gave him a small loan of $1 million to help him get
A small loan. I love when he says that, yeah. Just like every other family, let me tell you. My father gave me a small loan of $1 million. Yeah. Small loan my ass. I can't stand him. Like, fuck, I can't stand him at all. Trump is the biggest pile of shit I've ever seen. What just happened there? It's flashing Wi-Fi? What? What is going on? What? I need Wi-Fi to be able to fly? What? What? What is going? Am I too high? Is that what it is? Oh, I'm probably too far away from where I am. That makes sense, actually, because I'm pretty sure there's a range on these things. Well, oh yeah, no, because it's now it's not flashing. So let's. We know the well is in the woods. So let's just explore the woods from the safety of the mothership drone. These are really nice aerial views. I gotta say, this is actually a very pretty game. Considering it's made by a singular person, I'd say good fucking job. Alright, let's, whoops. That's not what I want. Place light? What? Yes, that's how we descend in our drone. Alright. I keep on pulling up this stupid menu when I'm not trying to. I'm trying to pull up, oh, for fuck's sakes, is it not letting me... Exit drone, alright. Alright, where... So that drone should now theoretically be in my inventory now. Okay, it is. Perfect. Alright, not more kites. Fuck off with the kites, you stupid... Alright. That kite is still fucking attached to me. This is ridiculous. Okay, let's switch over to the bike to get rid of that fucking kite. Is the kite seriously attached to me still? I don't think it is. I think that's the sound I'm hearing is the flag. Alright. Alright, so let's head over... I think it was up here where the GPS was giving us that weird signal. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to head up in this direction, then utilize the drone to see exactly what the GPS was going crazy about. Yeah, it was just past here. Just past this fence. Oh my god. Just walk through the bush. I don't understand how you're having so much problems. It's a fucking bush, for Christ's sakes. Come on. Yeah, here we go, going crazy right here. Alright. Let's get this bad boy in the air. What? I am in an open area. What are you fucking on about? Oh my god, this game is something else. Alright, so... this can't be any more open.
What's your favorite potato chip?
What? That's so random. Are you fucking kidding me? This drone is not able to go over here? Ah, this game. You know what? I don't want this drone. Take it back. I've had it. I've had it. This drone won't fucking work in any location. I got a GPS that's telling me that something's here, but I can't go anywhere. I got a fucking Temu drone. Or Temu, or whatever the hell it's pronounced. It's pointing in that direction. Yeah, well that's great, except I can't walk over there. So what's the point? The game has like invisible barriers right here, right here. Normally a human being should be able to walk across there, but he cuts off the map in that area. So what is he expecting me to do?
How strange.
It's not making much sense, is it? Unless I have to go another route. Aliens. I'm telling you, it's aliens. They're getting on my nerves. I wanted the anchovy pizza all to myself. What if we pull the drone out in this area? Oh yeah, that works. No, I'm still getting no signal. What the fuck is that shit? This is really a Temu drone. Explore an environment as a professional photographer. Take out your dollar store drone and go nowhere fast. Alright. Fuck it. We're going to a new location. Because I'm getting fed up with that one. What do we got? 5 of 9 photos in Nepal. Yamadiro, Yamagata, Japan. 5 of 10 photo. Yeah, let's do Japan. But yeah, I'm really excited for Ready or Not because I heard a lot of things about that game. Now it comes out at 3 a.m. tonight, Eastern Standard Time for the PS5. So I'm going to be checking that out tonight, and I'm going to, see what it's like. Now, I heard that it's a lot like the SWAT games. So, like, Sierra Studios SWAT 3 and SWAT 4 and those kind of games, which I absolutely loved. And I'm really excited to play it. And so I will be streaming that tomorrow at 6 p.m. Oh my god, look at that view. Wow, that is gorgeous. Alright, anyway,
Oh, I just assumed it was a poor man's Rainbow Six.
no. So, Ready or Not has a massive single-player campaign. You don't have to play it online. And it's very story-driven. You are SWAT officers getting called up on various call-ups, but it plays more like... So it was inspired by the SWAT games, actually. Sierra Studio SWAT games from the early 2000s. Or mid-2000s, I should say. Because I'm trying to think when Sierra went defunct. I'm almost thinking it was around 2014. I think it was around 2014 when they were bought out by Activision. And then before that, so I want to say SWAT 4 would have been maybe 2011. I would say somewhere around there. What do we got for gadgets? We got an old-fashioned lantern that I can't even see. It's an invisible lantern. Well, that's amazing. I didn't realize Japanese people had so many interesting gadgets. Or are we in China? I can't even remember. One of the two. See, the drone's working fine in this location. Knock on wood. Okay. Well, that's understandable that it's going to freak out when we're this high up. That's still a pretty decent distance off the ground, though. Huh. Alright. Let's continue walking down these stairs, see where we're going. But yeah, so it is call-up based, Rainbow Six, Ready or Not. Now, the controversy behind Ready or Not is that some of the maps are very controversial. They have one where it's a shootout at a nightclub. They have another one that's a school shooting. There's human trafficking missions. So it's very, very dark. A lot of the call-ups that you go on as SWAT. Now, they did censor a bit of it on the PS5. So the only thing that's really been censored is there is no more depiction of child porn, which, honestly, that shouldn't have been a thing in the game to begin with, in my opinion. And they got rid of... the human trafficking mission, all of the people that were being human trafficked were naked. They made it so that they have underwear on now. That's it. That's the censorship for the PS5, and because PS5 realistically, their censorship is pretty. They're pretty lenient.
Suppose gamers are weird. That stuff doesn't change the game.
Exactly. And I mean, the game's still going to be good regardless. I'm not really that upset over the censorship. More so, I'm a bit confused by it. Because PlayStation has a lot of porn games on it right now as it stands. And they've allowed games on there that are stupidly violent. I mean, you got the one game that I streamed on my channel a while back where you're like literally a husband and wife
Yes, they
grinding.
have rules and random standards.
Yeah. There's a game I streamed a while back where you play as this husband and wife serial killer and you're like literally grinding people up into food and then serving that food to other people. And that's allowed on the PlayStation Store. And I'm like, there is no censorship at all in that game. You got to see everything. And I'm like, okay, but so that's allowed, but they want to censor Ready or Not being able to blow limbs off of enemies with a shotgun? I don't understand. That makes no sense. So their censorship issues are kind of weird. I'm almost wondering if how Sony works is that, and follow me on this for a second, I'm almost wondering, because they allowed that other game on the store, I'm almost wondering if they're demanding extra money from the game developer to be like, okay, we'll let it slide. We're not going to censor it. And maybe the creators of Ready or Not didn't want to pay that extra money, so Sony's censoring it. Because that's my belief. That's my belief of all of this, is that Sony will turn a blind eye if you pay them more money. And they won't censor your game. Because, I mean, those Leisure Suit Larry games, those fan-made Leisure Suit Larry games are on PlayStation. I have them both. And I do intend to stream them at some point, but those games are...
Yeah. I have no idea. It's weird. I've seen other devs complain about their standards too. Strict for some, loose for others. Makes no sense.
Yeah, it's almost like a game of favoritism. I think what's going to invariably end up happening with Ready or Not is that a lot of people are going to complain. Maybe some will boycott the game. And I think what's going to happen is the devs are going to patch back in whatever cutscenes were cut at some point down the road. I don't foresee it being a... If it doesn't happen, it's not a big deal to me. Because I personally don't give a shit. I'll play the game regardless. But for those who are like, well, it's getting rid of the realism, well, you know, fine. I'm sure it'll be rectified at some point or another. So it doesn't really matter in my opinion. But I do have to say that there is a ton of games on PlayStation that are straight up porn. And Sony's fine with that. And then it doesn't make any sense to me. So I do agree that it's a game of favoritism with Sony. Specific companies are in Sony's good pockets. They allow these games to slide. And I don't understand why Sony is allowing so much shovelware on their store right now. I mean, there is a ton of crappy games on their store. And these games are terrible. Like, who's going to buy them? Terrible games. And I don't even know what they're aimed at. Are they aimed at, like, 2-year-olds or something? Because that's the only type of people I would see playing these games. And there's a lot of them. And they're just garbage titles. And they're also allowing games on Sony's store that are quite clearly AI-generated screenshots. So they're not even using proper screenshots for their game. They're using, like, AI generation to fool the players into thinking, oh my god, this game looks so good. Like, Come on. A prime example of that is next year they're releasing a Titanic game on the store for PS5 using Unreal Engine 5. And all of these various sites, IGN, etc., etc., I'm using IGN as an example, are praising this game into the ground.
Scroll right on by.
Yeah. And so, oh, is it snowing? We're climbing up so high that we're getting to the snowy area. Isn't that interesting? Okay. Anyway, so going back to what I was saying. Oh, this is where we started. Yeah, so going back to what I was saying, so this Titanic game, yeah, so it's like escaping the Titanic or whatever as it's sinking or whatnot. The visuals look amazing, but the problem is they are all AI generated, and you can tell they're all AI generated. If you look at this game on the store, you'll see.
Said 20 things, but YouTube knows that I'm still your one fan.
There you go, Sue. You should be so happy. So if you go on the store and look at these screenshots for this Titanic game, you'll be like, what the fuck? This literally looks like AI generated screenshots. And all of these gamers and all of these various sites are praising this game that's not coming out until next year. There's no demo of it. There's not even a trailer with gameplay. It's just these AI generated screenshots. And everybody's going like, oh my god, that looks like the best Unreal Engine 5 game ever. Look at those visuals. And I'm sitting here going, are you people all retarded? Are you people all stupid? You don't realize that these are AI generated screenshots? That they're not real? How dumb are people at IGN and all these other various review sites for video games if they can't tell that something is AI generated? And I know this developer personally. I don't mean I know them and have a I don't mean I know them and I have a personal rapport with them or anything like that. What I'm saying is I know them from experience. And I know some of the previous games they've released. And let me tell you a little bit of background on this developer. Their previous games that they released were taken down from the PlayStation Store.
I'm something of an AI.
Why were they taken down off the PlayStation Store? Well, I'll tell you that too. They were taken down off the PlayStation Store because they lied about their games in the past. They promised so much from their games release, and they are absolute trash. And they get taken down. Why this developer is allowed now, after so many games taken off of the Sony store, why this developer is allowed to release another game using AI-generated screenshots?
Make more AI hentai games. I can't stop cranking my hog.
I did not need to know that. Always asleep, but thank you. How am I feeling, Cyberpunk says.
I'm always asleep. There's AI, the Somnium Files.
I've heard of that game. I've never played it. Didn't you play that on your channel? Wasn't that like a really bad game? It's like Silver Case number 2 or something. I'm not perfect, by the way, Cyberpunk. I'm a lot better than what I was. I almost lost my voice. I was pretty bad. It was not COVID. It was definitely not COVID. That's fantastic. But anyway, I was not I didn't have COVID. There's no way this was COVID. It went away way too fast. I had it for about 4 days, and then I felt a lot
I
better.
hope you get better.
Well, I am better. I mean, I'm not at 100%. I'd say I'm at 95%.
Probably aliens.
There we go, blaming the aliens again. Why not?
And there's that other fucking portal again. So these portals lead to other locations in the game. Let's see where this one takes us, actually.
I did an unboxing of it. I don't think I streamed it. I think now there are 3 of those AI games. I'm gonna mute the stream and pretend you did lose your voice.
Do what you want.
Cyberpunk fan 19 isn't fan 3. I guess he doesn't qualify. I am going camping at Lighthouse Landing on Lake Sage sometime in August.
August? August. Where did this teleport me to? Holy frame rates, Batman! Okay. Oh God, are we back in France again? Is this where it teleported me to? Oh God, get me the hell out of here! No, we're going back. Hell no. This location pissed me the hell off.
I will be number 1 soon.
It's only a matter of time before I am number 1.
I don't understand how that's
Not if I keep talking.
the France
At the
location.
end of July I am ordering Toy Story in DK Country for SNES.
I think you're wasting your money all the time, but you know what? I've already tried talking sense into you and you don't listen to me, Cyberpunk, and I'm not your parents, and there's only so much I can do. So you blow your money on whatever. But
Donkey Kong Country 2 even more so.
in my opinion,
First DKC is best.
When you bought like the Lion King game or whatever, the frame rate drops when it's loading in.
Forget about it. I tried Toy Story when a friend let me borrow it. I loved it.
When it's loading in the environments, it takes a frame rate dip for a split second while it's loading, and then it smooths itself out back to the 60 frames.
Donkey Kong in it to be a Donkey Kong Country game.
Do you remember the Donkey Kong TV series from the 90s? The CGI Donkey Kong TV series? Anybody ever watch that? I hated that movie, so I could not stand the Judge Dredd movies. I thought they were so stupid. There's a lot of fog from earlier. We've arrived at this location, but it's all foggy now, whereas the last time we were at this location, it was very, very clear.
I love sci-fi.
Yeah, we figured that out. Anyway, Cyberpunk. You realize you could have easily gotten the Lion King SNES game remastered on PS5, and it probably would have cost you a lot less money. Now, don't tell me you're a game collector, because I know for a fact you're not.
Bro plays on original hardware. What a pimp.
What I ended up doing is I bought the Super NES Mini and the NES Mini.
Want to see my SNES bin?
No.
Okay, not always asleep, I give up. You can be one.
What I ended
You
up
can
doing...
have my 150 XP also.
What I ended up doing is I ended up getting a SNES Mini and an NES Mini, and then I hacked them. So they come with 30 games. I replaced them with the entire library of the NES and SNES. And it's interesting because when I was going in through this system,
PS3 games and PS4 and PS2 I have twisted for PS3.
it's not actually. Now let me explain something to you. That's what I thought too. So when I went through them, there was a README file embedded on both the SNES and NES by Nintendo.
I borrowed the mini
And I'm like, why is there a README file in here if you'd never be able to read it? And so I clicked on it, and it was a notification from Nintendo, and it says, we don't care if you want to break into this and add more games, but please keep it clean. And I'm like, what? What does that even mean? Please keep it clean?
How? I beat MP3 on NES and Zelda.
I don't know what MP3 is. What's MP3? Baseball? I don't fucking know, man. I don't know what games you play.
No bubble bath babes.
What? Bubble bath babe? What the hell is that? I feel like you just made up a game. Oh, Mario Brothers 3. I don't know.
That's a real NES game.
There's no what the fuck? The what? Sorry, I was distracted by a seagull. What? Bubble Bath Babes is a...
Bubble Bobble.
Yeah, Bubble Bobble is a SNES game, not Bubble Bath.
Donkey Kong Bonanza launches on July 17. Game of the year, I assure you.
We'll see. I'm not going to say you're wrong because Nintendo has gotten Game of the Years in the past.
And PS1 game. There's Bubble Bath Babes also, I assure you.
I need proof of this. I need you, Mr. Stu's Game Reviews, to provide proof in your Discord group right now. I want you to find a screenshot of this game, or at least the game case, because I cannot picture Super Nintendo having something like that.
Bubble Bath Babes, one-handed.
Of course you did. Well, I don't understand one thing here. Let's pull up my photos for a sec. Done? Alright. Let me take a look at this. Let's see what crap you've put on here.
I can't wait to play as Baby Simba.
Yeah. I plan to stream the Lion King game on PS5 over the next couple of days, but probably won't be until after Ready or Not. But I do have the Lion King for PS5. Bubble Bath Babes. Where did you put it? Oh my god. This is a Tetris variant with an adult theme. At the bottom of the playfield, a naked woman bathes, sending up bubbles of different colors. Your task is to arrange those bubbles on the top of the playfield. That's crazy. What the fuck, man? I didn't even know Nintendo had like adult themed. Timbon and Pumbaa? It's Timon, buddy. Come on. Know your fucking Disney if you're gonna talk about Disney games.
It's
Tim
an
Bond.
unlicensed game. Cat orange whistling.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
I have to get the bubble babes.
Do you, no you don't. Dude, your sensitive brain would explode. That's so weird. That doesn't make any sense. Hold on. Now let's think about this for a second. So when Night Trap comes out, Nintendo is one of the first companies. No. Hold up. Shut up for a sec. Let's figure this one out. So when Night Trap came out, and it was going through Congress and everything for being, a rape simulator, which it absolutely was not.
Can you guys keep it down? I am in another tab cranking hard.
Of course. Dumbass. Anyway, so... Yeah. So, Night Trap, which obviously was not...
Nintendo did approve it.
But, hold on. Nintendo approves... Oh, did not approve it. See, earlier you said Nintendo approved it. So, come on, get your facts together, man. Because you confused the hell out of me. Because, Nintendo was the same one who said, Night Trap will never be on our consoles because it's a rape simulator. Which, by the way, for those of you stupid and think that Night Trap is a rape simulator, it's not. Night Trap was not a simulator of any kind. It was just a capture the bad guys wandering around the house. Rape simulator. This is why I hate people who know nothing about video games, because they're just stupid and clueless.
Let's play Bubble Babes. Night Trap was one thing and one thing only, a garbage game.
I agree. I agree. I beat it in like 10 minutes. And I streamed it and beat it in like 10 minutes on a stream in the past. And yeah, it's very easy. First of all, it's such an easy game. Second of all, the acting was atrocious. Like, so bad. It's like 1980s...
Are you okay? You sound different.
I'm just getting over a cold, man. I may not sound perfect, but I definitely sound better than I did. Trust me. I was a lot worse a couple of days ago.
I've seen better acting on a Stu's game review stream.
Stu's game review stream. There's no acting in that. There's just falling asleep on camera. Yeah, I know. Hi, James. Glad to have you here, man. I think we're going to end this stream pretty soon, though. Because so far it's just been a hell of a lot of walking and not much else. I'm trying to find where the photography board is for this location so that I can... Oh, that's a shame.
I read this was a 24-hour stream.
You read wrong. Hell no. I have too much sanity required. Wait, what? What am I trying to say? I have too much sanity for wanting to lose it on this stream for 24 hours. That would be insane. So that's my photography board. Why is it empty again? Cyberpunk, I don't think any of us asked or needed to know that.
I always join at the very end every dang time, lol.
Yes, so for future reference, James, my streams always start at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, I would suggest you join Stu's Discord.
This place is a bit spooky.
Join Stu's Game Reviews Discord, because then you'll be kept up to date of when Stu and I both stream. So just go on Discord, search up Stu's Game Reviews, and join that group. Because it'll also give you notifications and direct links for when he streams.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see my Rainbow Dash Stormtrooper in Stu's channel?
No.
In my room.
Why are you? Oh, in your group? No, I haven't really gone into your stuff. I've been busy with with everything else. This is kind of creepy at night, though. I have to admit, it's very ominous. let's pull out the drone right here. We'll make it feel like the Blair Witch Project.
Paw Patrol, we should play.
No, never. Again.
I want my own section in the Discord.
What would we call it? Always Asleep?
Oh, I ended up getting another guinea pig after my lost one died.
Oh yeah? What'd you name it? Yeah, this is Blair Witch looking already.
I have guinea pigs.
So fun fact, I'm not going to be dying of the heat anymore. I got an air conditioning. I got an air conditioner installed in my apartment the other day, so it's really nice and cool in this apartment now. Oh, that's cool. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here because the photo board.
Did you get one of those portable ones? Skip the toilet movie has been confirmed. It's hot in here even with the AC running.
Oh, it's nice and cold in my apartment because of the AC. That probably was. Come to think of it, that's probably why I have a stuffy nose, because my AC's running. You posted a very short YouTube video today. Did you link it in your group? Because I don't remember seeing a link in there.
It did really well the first hour, but then slowed down considerably.
What was the stream? Or video or whatever? I didn't even see it posted in... Well, why the hell... Okay, see, and you wonder why people don't know when you're live. Do you need to remember to post in your groups, Stu, so that we... Oh. Of what?
I never saw a short.
What was it about? What was it you were talking about a game or something? Doing an unboxing?
I'll put it in the Discord now.
Oh my god. Could you answer my question? What was the video about?
Lol. A look at his pen 15.
Really yeah.
Short. A glitch.
I think I think that's what it was about. A look at his penis.
Time. Shut up, I'd always asleep.
There you go. That's one hell of a stream, Stu. Stream of the Year edition for sure. Alright, let's go to a different location. Fuck it. I might as well do one more. No, never mind, they're locked. Alright,
It was about Stu's Sesame Street figure collection.
That would not surprise me. What are we thinking? Iceland?
I respect that.
Kyoto, Japan? West Australia? Tyrol, Italy.
I like to imagine Stu has a whole shelf full of Elmo dolls. Stu played this weird game swag. I sold my Sesame Street figure collection to pay for massages.
Massages? Who is giving you a massage? Big Bird? Oscar the Grouch?
Me. Elmo. Stu
Elmo.
face with tears of joy.
Fucking butthead's over there giving a massage.
It's gonna be okay. Yeah.
What is this? I teleported into a fucking snowstorm? I can barely even see in front of me.
Okay.
Oh my god, what is this location?
Actually, it was Rosita. Ooh, yeah.
I actually can't stand. I bought when I was living in London, I want to say it was about like a 2 years ago now. I bought the entire box set of Beavis and Butthead on DVD. And it was all of the entire TV series. It was the entire TV series. And what is this? What is that? Is that a flashlight? Oh, thank God. Actually, no. This is even worse. It's blinding me. Okay. This is terrible.
I am going to buy it when I see it in Walmart.
It's an old box set, so it's not going to be in Walmart. It's from 2 years ago. The box set doesn't exist unless you want to get it on Amazon. But anyway, it has the entire TV series plus all the movies. And I literally...
King of the Hill is better. I'm excited for the new season where everyone has aged 7 or 8 years.
Yeah. I'm not sure I approve of them keeping Dale, but replacing his... I realize that Johnny Hardwick died, but I feel like the correct thing to do would be to retire the character. Just say like, oh, he moved or something, or you know what I mean? Not keep him alive, but done by a totally different voice actor. So I'm not too happy with that. And apparently in the new season of King of the Hill that's coming out, Dale is going to be the mayor of the town or whatever. Hey Hank, you gotta listen to me, 'cause I'm the mayor. What I say goes. Yeah, or something. I don't... It just seems so weird to me that you're going to... I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of that. I lost interest in seeing the new season after I heard that.
They're doing with Luann and Lucky.
Well, Lucky wasn't Lucky the native dude? He didn't die or anything. They rode him out of the... It's because he got angry at a convention. I can't remember what it was about, but...
I lost interest in it when I remembered the show was never good.
Anyway, going back to what I was saying about Beavis and Butthead, I literally bought that box set. I watched literally 2 episodes, and I was like, this is the stupidest shit I've ever seen.
Always asleep.
I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I was thinking that because I liked Beavis and Butthead when I was younger, that I would like it as a grown-up, as an adult. And I'm like, it was so dumb. I literally watched 2 episodes and I'm like, I felt like my brain cells were melting out of my skull. And I never watched any more of it ever again. I just sits in my room collecting dust. I'm just like... Yeah, I have the entire series of Ren and Stimpy uncensored on DVD.
It was stupid back then too. The voice of John Redcorn just died. He was murdered, but he recorded his lines right before. I agree. Beavis and Butthead is kinda horrible, probably always was. But it's more intelligent than SpongeBob.
You know what? You're right. I forgot about that. Yes, he was murdered. They burned down his house and killed his dog or his puppy. They skinned his puppy alive or something like that. And then when he went to complain, they shot him. I remember that now. Yeah, he did. He was murdered. Yeah, I remember that now. So fucked up. Wherever he lived was like royally fucked up. Wherever he lived, it was royally fucked up because there's no way that would fly anywhere else but in America. To the point where the police were refusing to investigate.
Manages to be intelligent and moronic at the same time.
You know what? I think I'm going to end... Can I... Hold on. Let's go to locations. Let's pull up...
I've not seen it for some time.
There, that's better. Jesus fucking Christ. Now I can see where I'm walking. Oh, Lord, that was freaking annoying.
I was a real Space Ghost Coast to Coast guy. I really want to stay at Burger World by Rosa.
You know,
I thought you were going to end the stream.
I'm going to be ending the stream pretty soon, man.
Don't tease us like that.
No. I'm just checking out this... I'm going to put us through this location very quickly. We're going to explore this last map. But we're going to explore the last map when we're not in a fucking snowstorm. Because that was really annoying.
Murphy played Luann and Tom Petty played Lucky, and after their death they basically wrote their characters out of
Oh, these have writing on them.
22 more hours, bro.
Oh, let's put away the flashlight. I don't quite understand what this is. It's obviously some kind of a shrine.
We're stuck in snowstorm.
We're not talking about Star Trek right now. Kindly keep your opinions on Star Trek to yourself. We're here in Nepal, exploring the mountains.
This is very pretty, though. I gotta say, for being done...
Speaking of Star Trek, I hated how Picard Season 1 ended.
Actually, speaking of Star Trek, yesterday was Sir Patrick Stewart's 85th birthday. Bet you didn't know that. Anyway, jokes aside, it really was Patrick Stewart's 85th birthday, but,
The whole Picard Season 1 was shit. Speaking of Star Trek, let's not.
Speaking
Picard
of Star Trek, let's
wasn't
not.
much better.
Going back to this game, though, I do have to say that being done by a singular person, and this guy is not even much of a gamer,
Season 3 was barely passable.
He's a professional photographer out of Australia.
Have you seen the remake Star Treks? I would give spoilers, but I don't want to ruin it for Grotto.
For what? Spoiler of what? Picard? I don't even watch Picard. I watched like a couple of episodes, and I lost interest in the series completely.
I love Picard.
Good for you. I thought it was absolutely terrible. I would rather watch Star Trek The Next Generation over fucking Picard. What? Okay, what the hell is going on here? Where, why am I so limited in where I can go in this location? That doesn't make any sense. But anyway, yes, this game was made by a professional photographer. He's not really a gamer. He made it himself with no other help in Unreal Engine 5.
This is a neat environment, but WTF.
No, there's got to be more to explore. I'm pretty sure there is. I'm just missing the walking path. There's no way that is just this limited for a photography sim. See, that's locked off, but unless, do I have the key for it? No, because it would automatically unlock when I go there. No. Let's try going to photos for a sec.
Judge Dredd. Am I number one? No. Judge Dredd. Stupid me.
Oh, did he? Congratulations, Stu. Keep biting
What
him.
is the better movie? Oh, so basically at the end of season 1 he dies from the brain injury he had, then they put his consents in a robot body now in the rest of 2. I wouldn't bite you, I don't want to get rabies. Where my number go?
That's a good one.
Shush. At Cyberpunk Fan 19 at James McCross stole it. I am not done.
Wait a minute. I don't.
Stu Picard is basically a robot now, right? You spoiler.
I don't really care about. I don't
Judge
really
Dredd.
care about Picard at all.
Shush.
No, here's the spoiler for you, Cyberpunk. So in Star Trek Picard, Picard gets turned into an android and becomes Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd.
That's how they ended. That's how they ended it. He becomes Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd. But don't worry, his android body has erectile dysfunction just like his real body. Haha. The heck?
Yeah, what is wrong with this location? This is really weird. I remember there being a lot more things to do in this location. But yet everything is just so
And he's still just as
locked
old and pathetic.
off.
I know Kirk's body is in Picard. What does erectile dysfunction? They couldn't even fix his vocal cords. At James McCross, Kirk's body has been in a lot of people.
That's actually true. That's, yeah, Kirk was a big slut on Star Trek.
Judge Dredd.
The point of the original Star Trek was for Captain Kirk to seek out new life and new civilizations and fuck them up the ass.
Judge Dredd.
What is God mode? I don't understand what
Generation.
God mode... Oh!
Did Kirk do a green alien?
This allows us to literally fuck with the entire environment.
For Picard it was to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Rain. Alright. Let's add...
I like the blue aliens from Mass Effect, with kiss on the lips. Get it, boldly go. Ha ha ha. No one Kirk was no man. At James McCrossan only in the Carbon universe. For Riker it was to wait you till the end of the series and movies to marry Troy face with tears of joy. Judge Dredd is Cyberpunky 2077 in 20,776. This chat is unhinged. He slept with every guest star female and not before he quote-unquote reconnected with Troa. Judge Dredd Cyberpunk Paw Patrol.
Alright, so this is the photographer, Matt Newell. And then Annapurna Interactive was the publisher. So Matt Newell is the guy who created this game by himself, and
Judge Dredd.
And Annapurna Interactive was the publisher. Anyway, that's going to call it for today, guys. As much as I want to sit here and listen to you all being idiots, I really don't. So thank you very much to Cyberpunk for annoying me in the stream. Thank you to Stu's Game Reviews for sending porn of another game in the stream. Thank you. Thank you to
always asleep, be number one for a minute so he stops saying nonsense.
Thank you to Always Asleep for being number one despite Stu claiming he's number one. And thank you to James for being the Trekkie that he is. Thank you everybody for tonight's live stream. Great to have you all here. And I will be back tomorrow at the same time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be going into Ready or Not on the PS5. Until then, guys, have a wonderful night. If you miss any of the previous live streams, check them out in the playlist section. And Stu, if you're going to be streaming anything tonight and need a voice, let me know. I will be around. If not, I will help you out whenever you need my help, of course.
I am spending my 150 XP on a new co-host.
Okay. Anyway, so... yeah, have a good night, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow for Ready or Not on the PS5 at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget, again, check out the playlist section for any missed streams. Check out Stu's Game Reviews if he streams anything tonight. Probably is around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's usually when he gets his act together and starts streaming something. So check him out then. It'll probably be another stupid, boring game, but hey, at least he's educating you on the games not to buy. Anyway, guys, have a good one, and we'll see you in a couple of days. Or no, we'll see you tomorrow for Ready or Not, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, yeah. Have a good one, everybody. Have a wonderful night and a wonderful week.
Bye-bye.
Take care.